Welcome to All Things Elegant, where our mission is to nurture an appreciation for timeless classical aesthetic. Whether it's art, fashion, architecture, or literature, we believe that elegance never goes out of style. In today's world of consumerism, one cannot ignore the detrimental impact of mass production on our planet. Mindful consumption isn't just about environmental conservation, it's also about safeguarding our economic well-being. Speaking of economics, let's dive into today's topic, cost per use. Cost per use is a way to assess the value of an item based on its anticipated usage. The formula is straightforward. Divide the total cost by the expected number of uses. This approach encourages thoughtful decision-making and helps us avoid unnecessary expenses. Don't forget to account for additional care costs like dry cleaning and alterations, which can significantly impact the metric. Consider this example. Imagine you are eyeing a pair of high-quality shoes priced at $200. If you estimate wearing them daily for 2 years throughout their lifespan, the cost per use would be a mere 27 cents. Instead, you decide to buy a poorly made pair of shoes with a more attractive price tag of, let's say, $50. These are often made with low-quality materials and poorly constructed, lacking proper arch support. Over time, this loss of support strains ligaments, leading to conditions like Achilles tendonitis and plantar fasciitis. Similarly, the poor quality materials used, such as faux leather, deteriorate over time. All of these render them unusable just after a few wears. Let's say the shoes fall apart after using them for 3 months. Then our cost per use is 55 cents. You replace the worn-down shoes with a new pair, the cycle continues, and in 2 years you end up buying 8 pairs of low-quality shoes, which at $50 a pair will cost you a total of $400. That's double the price of high-quality shoes that you wanted to buy. Remember, the true cost of an item extends beyond its initial price tag. It's essential to factor in how frequently you will use it to determine its actual value. So, what are the things to consider while calculating the cost per use? Check the overall construction of the item. For example, how sturdy are the stitches? What materials are used? The attention given to details. All of these tell you if the item is going to last a long time. Next, think about how the item will be used. Are they seasonal or can you use it year-round? Will you be using it for special occasions? Are you going to use it daily or just the weekends, etc.? Are you buying it to follow a specific trend? Trends and fads typically don't age well. The item, if too trendy, will look dated and you will be forced to replace them soon. Cost of care and alterations. If a clothing item is too delicate to be washed by hand or in a machine, that's going to add to the cost of maintaining the item. For example, a really expensive dry clean only white shirt is more prone to getting dirty and needs dry cleaning, which is going to make it more expensive. Similarly, if it needs alterations after buying, that's also going to add to the cost per wear equation. So, how can we bring down the cost per use? Buy classic styles that last. For example, instead of going for a blazer that is too oversized or too tight, buy one that has a classic cut and fit. Buy clothes with enough wiggle room, but not too oversized that it looks like you're wearing someone else's clothes. That doesn't mean you shouldn't buy trendy pieces, but be mindful of the cost and limit them to a few. Remember, these are not investments. Pay attention to the quality of materials used and the construction. For example, artificial leather tends to peel and flake off over time, whereas real leather gets more and more supple and comfortable with use, and they last for a very long time. Similarly, natural fibers breathe and regulate body temperature, whereas man-made materials like polyester and acrylic don't. Take a look at the care label. Find out if the fabric can be washed by hand or in a machine, which is cheaper compared to dry cleaning them too often. Try to have an estimate of the number of uses, taking into account how you intend to use it. When it comes to occasional wear, like the long velvet dress that you bought for a special black tie event, these items cost a lot for very few wears, and these are expenses that sometimes cannot be avoided. Instead of buying these, you can rent them. There are many rental services available catering specifically to this need. Also, you can buy second-hand. These items tend to be less worn and hence in great condition. If you must buy a new piece, then try and sell it as soon as you're done with it. You can also try and incorporate them into your daily outfits, like, for example, pairing a sequin skirt with a more casual t-shirt and maybe throw a denim jacket over it. If the item you're buying is for occasional use and you intend to sell it later, make sure you can resell it for a decent price before you make that purchase. Look for brands that have a good resale value. Once that purchase is made, it's time to take proper care of it, paying special attention to washing instructions on the label, conditioning and waterproofing your leather items, storing them the right way. A detailed episode on washing, caring for, and storing away clothes is coming up soon. That's all for now. In the coming episodes, we will talk more about quality fabrics, classic wardrobe essentials, decor styles, and art. Together, let's learn to appreciate the classic aesthetic, one thread at a time. Don't miss out. Subscribe for more timeless inspiration. See you soon.